What has made WarSpace such a popular game in the last few months, and how can we explain it? In today's video, we'll find out. Make sure to click the like, follow, and the bell icon before we begin so you'll know when a new video is available. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get started. What makes this game unique is that the in-game withdrawal costs are far lower than in other similar games. It also prohibits people from creating duplicate accounts, which will diminish the overall degree of enjoyment for everyone who uses it. The majority of the changes are simple play-to-win strategies that don't necessitate the purchase of things and slots to remain relevant. A good example of this can be seen here, where the game creators communicate openly and honestly with their players about what they need to do and what they need to avoid. The developers also recognize that boredom is a turnoff for many people, especially in a world where there are so many varied things to see and do. They hope to keep the audience by launching a new project on a different subject, which has never been done before. All of their efforts are currently concentrated on the current project's implementation. They already have some ideas for future mechanics that will help keep the audience engaged. This level of foresight and forethought really distinguishes them. The developers are aware that play-to-earn games are a new concept that has yet to be completely explored by the industry. A major problem with these games is that they are tied to real-world economics. And as you may be aware, there are ups and downs in the actual economy. The stock market experiences ups and downs. The market is controlled by the buyers and sellers themselves, rather than solely relying on them as developers. The players will be mining and selling materials in the game. The good news is that they want to do everything they can to restore economic equilibrium. Acquisition of users is also a crucial consideration. The marketing staff is in charge of this. Many collaborations with bloggers are planned, as is outreach to Binance, the largest source of new users, all of which will serve to enhance the game's credibility and serve as evidence of its popularity. After the initial sale, token packs will be available for purchase. Keep an eye on the channel for updates and announcements. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for access to first-look content. A long-term prospect, guilds will arise after PvP mode. It won't be able to lease any further buildings. All premium and beginner pack owners will receive a bonus pack as part of the next big celebration. As far as we know, this is not a direct combustion. This is why smart blending is so important. If you purchase a premium pass, you will also get access to all future sales. As a reminder, resource pack sales begin later this month. For competitive play, you'll need to design characters. Keeping a healthy balance between the ownership of whales and normal players in the face of persistent tool production is a challenge. Are there any restrictions on how many tokens may be withdrawn at a time? For usage on plain white paper, it will be restored and improved in a matter of days. We didn't replicate FW. Instead, we used the economic concept that has piqued the curiosity of the entire crypto game community. Because of the focus on WarSpace, I believe you can notice it. The biggest sale will take place on day 1. In our opinion, the amount of packets supplied for the beginning of the game is sufficient. Player-created NFTs can be used to mine in-game resources or buy on the exchanger. In the future, you'll enjoy PvP mode, and you'll need existing resources for that. There's always a trade-off when it comes to PvP mechanics in any game. The actual economy and real money are at stake here. Therefore, we need to be extremely cautious. On Twitch, we would want to have $1 million PvP battles between two WarSpace players. Inspiring and emotional it may be. Think about it. If one player makes a mistake, the game is over. This raises a slew of new legal issues that we have yet to address. Consequently, we'll proceed with cautions in this situation because we are constrained by the speed of the blockchain. Our mechanics are severely limited. The game won't be a real-time shooter, requiring quick reflexes. In addition, it will take a high degree of competence and strategic thinking. As part of our marketing strategy, we'll work with a variety of influencers, including bloggers, video producers, and other blockchain startups. It's time to ditch the tried and true methods of game performance marketing, period. This is due to the following 3 factors. Instead of being games, it's a new breed of financial instruments housed within a gaming framework. It's completely anonymous. This restricts the ability to track and analyze users, making the purchase ineffective. People don't buy here on the spur of the moment. Instead, they take their time, conduct their research, and weigh the benefits and drawbacks of their choices. We're familiar with the crypto sphere's target demographic. There are already a lot of studies and data available in this market, making it a mature one. That's where we drew our inspiration for the game's locale. Overall, the plan was based on the audience. For a long time, we've been in the game industry. and we know how prices on this market cannot be influenced by us. This flexibility is provided by blockchain, and I believe many people are here because they want to have a say in how the game is played. The greatest approach to get the attention of a wax audience is to use banners, as you'll see tomorrow. However, we take advantage of every channel available, including collaborations with other collections, YouTube reviews, and posts on Telegram and Discord. Alcor, a decentralized exchange, is the most popular platform. Tokens will only be available in packs of resources. NFTs will still be cheaper to open, even if you open all the resource bundles. The overall Bitcoin market has little influence on game tokens. They are only influenced by the game's supply and demand. However, if cryptocurrency markets fall, income in US dollars will fall with them. Preparation material prepared some time ago are what you see. Scrum is the methodology we use, and these interfaces were built a few sprints ago. We are on track thus far. We've slowed down a bit because we've had to kill dragons and cows. That, however, was the most critical consideration. We've come to appreciate just how valuable a sense of belonging is. A standout name in the industry, setting that's long been tested and proven. We're not like the rest of the crypto games out there. They're obsessed with the future, cyberpunk, and the like. Then it was time for some old school fantasy for us. War, elves, and orcs. It worked too. That's why there's so much buzz around it. We did it right the first time around. There will be a lot of information released in the announcements. There will always be something fresh to discover. Unless there are contests or drops, launching the game test version, testing smart contracts, and identifying bugs are the most critical aspects. Upgrades should have a maximum of 12 levels. For demolishing your buildings during PvP mode, you will receive fewer tokens. Our community will continue to grow after the game's release. With prizes, contests, and partnerships, players will be able to buy tokens on the Alcor exchange and use them to make NFTs in the game. In the future, we are unlikely to witness a crypto winter at this point. Cryptocurrency is getting too much money from respectable venture capital funds. Metaverse is also benefiting from the influx of funds generated by the video game industry. Other markets, such as the art market, are also bringing in money. We're now in contact with major crypto and gaming funds. Everyone is upbeat and unfazed by anything. In the metaverse, we intend to produce things and generate revenue. It's not like that. In my opinion, the total capitalization of meta assets will surpass the capitalization of all real assets within the next decade. Houses, cars, companies. It's possible that I'm overestimating the timeline, but I'm confident that it will happen. Burning tokens is the only option to deal with an overabundance of tokens. But that means that players will no longer be able to earn money. There will come a point in the future where we will need to mine tokens in order to continue progressing in the economy. And we are now working on a self-sufficient economy. Despite our best efforts, we are only able to use blockchain here. Any game can be built on top of coins by removing decentralization. However, this may go against what society expects. Our partners claim that we are capable of handling complex logic that requires speedy processing. Even yet, we don't expect it to be a crypto game anymore. So it's going to be a game of strategy. This is the place where you'll have to do some serious thinking and planning. I'm not a shooter for sure. For the numbers, the state of the economy is everything. New players may be attracted to PvP because of the competitive nature of the game. It's not difficult to create the game, but we're going to go much further and create the best NFT game possible. The door is wide open for us now that our Wax launch has been a success. Next, we'll raise funds to debut on additional blockchains, which will be our next step. That's a different project with its own funding and approach. We won't be able to launch on a larger battleground with the money we'll earn from the game. With the help of other projects, we've learned that the total is in millions. So, there you have it, folks. Did you like today's video? Let us know in the comments below. With this, we're going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible videos. We hope to meet you guys again in the next video. Till then, adios.